Let us look at this particular situation. In this situation, from the origin, a particle has been shot along the positive x-axis with speed u. This particle has a charge plus q. This charge plus q will be affected by the presence of the electric field. The electric field points towards the positive y-axis direction. So naturally, the charge will experience a force in the positive y-axis direction. The force will be Fy is equal to Q times E, as has been mentioned over here. There will be no force in the x direction or the z direction because there is no electric field in the x or the z directions. This force will accelerate the particle, and hence the acceleration of the particle in the y direction Ay will be equal to Fy divided by m, that is equal to Qe divided by m. Now because of this acceleration, the particle will tend to move somewhat along the y sense as well. So if we see, this is the trajectory of the motion of the particle. We are assuming the particle to be positively charged and not negatively charged. So this is positive actually. And the particle has y component of velocity and the x component of velocity u remains as it is. So if we were to actually write down the equation of the trajectory of the particle, then we would rather write down the x coordinates and the y coordinates. So the x coordinate is equal to ut plus half ax t square. This can be said to be ux, and we know that ux is equal to u. So this, the first term becomes ut, and the second term half ax t square. We know that ax is 0 because there is no acceleration in the x direction. So the second term is 0. So this simply becomes equal to ut. Therefore x is equal to ut. Now let's look at the y direction. In the y direction, we can write down y is equal to uyt plus half ay t square. So uy happens to be 0. Therefore this is 0t plus half ay. Ay we have seen is qe upon m t square. So from these two equations, what do we have? We have x to be equal to ut and y to be equal to half qe upon m t square. And thus we are further able to write the xy equation of the trajectory. So we can write down from this, we can write down t is equal to x divided by u, and we can substitute this over here, and then we'll have y is equal to half qe upon m. Instead of t, we are going to write x divided by u, and it's t square, so here we write x divided by u the whole square. So this is going to be equal to half qe upon m x square upon u square. So this is of the format y is equal to ax square, which happens to be a parabola. The general parabola y is equal to ax square, assuming a to be positive, which it is in this particular case, opens upwards. So it is concave upwards and can be seen in the diagram. So this is the general parabola. And thus we are able to analyze the motion of a charged particle in a uniform electric field.